Hey everybody, what's going on? Hellblade here, bringing you another video from Grab the Lantern today, and we're back with the Legends of Runeterra content. I was feeling it today. I've been playing the game a little bit more often nowadays than I have been in the past, and I figured, let's try to put together a video today and see how it goes. So, either way, today we're going to be playing the Vayne Jax equipped deck. The whole point of this deck is to stay very low to the ground, using a lot of equipped spells in order to just get a lot of early pressure on the opponent, and ideally overwhelm them at turn 6 by the time we can finally drop Bloodcursed Harpy for the win. This deck's been a lot of fun. You don't end up wasting a lot of time just playing an equipped spell and then passing back to your opponent because you have so many free ways of getting them onto your units, and I've been quite enjoying it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the card by card real quick. At the 1 mana mark, we're running Fireth, Reaper of the Sands, and Steadfast Elkin as our units of choice. Elkin, of course, is phenomenal, as anyone who watched Worlds already knows. The fact that it gets tough the first time it sees an ally equipped means that it's just a phenomenally powerful unit for 1 mana, and Fireth is here because she's a decent early aggressive unit who also will give me an equipment in hand, because no matter what happens, she's going to die, and that means that I then have equipment in hand for potentially a Parts Made Whole later in the game, or to re-equip with other cards that I've got. I'm also running 3 copies of Catch. This is just power crept Radiant Strike at this point, but it's very useful to just have that little tiny bit of extra bump to combat effectiveness in the middle of a fight to maybe edge out some things in the early stages of the game, because we're trying to win early and we're trying to win fast. At the 2 mana mark, we've got Ionian Hookmaster and Jax as our units of choice here. Jax, of course, is the first champion of the deck. He's really phenomenally powerful, I think. If you're able to get him flipped, especially with how many times this deck can attack in a single turn, the buff will continue to stack, making him very, very powerful. And Light of Acacia is also just a very strong equipment to have in hand, especially if Jax dies. You get to keep this anyways, and maybe then can put it on the Harpy, like I was talking about before, and just kind of run your opponent over from there. We've got Hookmaster. She's sadly a little bit nerfed, but she is a 2 mana equip card, so it's useful to pair with a Steadfast Elkin on turn 1. You can go into the Hookmaster turn 2, get the Elkin turned on, and be able to start swinging from there. And it's another way for us to fish for the upcycled Rake, which, as everyone knows, is the best equipment that you can get off of Improvise. We've also got 3 copies of Fish Fight, which is a phenomenally powerful card. One-sided strike is really strong, especially if you have an equipped unit, but you can also just use this as a slow single combat in a pinch if you absolutely have to. We've also got 3 copies of the Darkin Aegis. This is like the best 2-cost equip that you can play that isn't in the improvising. Obviously, you can go into Joral at 5 mana if you absolutely need another unit, but otherwise, you just kind of use this as the early equipment. It's a little bit on the weak side because Elkin obviously already gets tough, so there's a little bit of non-synergy there, but it's still totally fine, and we definitely want to be playing it. Up the 3 mana mark, we've got the Faithful Wolfdog and Vayne as our cards of choice here. Vayne, naturally, I don't think I need to sell you guys on Vayne. She's phenomenally powerful with how often Tumble can come up and how often you're able to then get in for tons of damage, especially if you have an upcycled Rake or a Harpy. You can use Tumble to get it to attack on your opponent's turn, then you've rallied, and then you can go in with the rest of your team. Just really, really strong, obviously, and if you can flip the Vayne, it doesn't happen very often, but if you can flip the Vayne, you just kind of roll over the game from there. We've also got Wolfdog, who's phenomenally powerful. This card is actually kind of crazy. You can go for trades, and then immediately afterwards, play the Wolfdog for 1 mana, get the equipment out of your hand that maybe the unit you traded just had onto the Wolfdog, and then can start swinging from there. Very, very strong unit. Definitely looking to see Wolfdogs. Up at the 4 mana mark, we've got Combat Cook as our singular unit at this mana mark. He's fine. The biggest thing is he's one of the biggest bodies this deck can get, which is a bit of a problem, honestly, for this deck. But functionally, Combat Cook can do a lot of the work that we absolutely need him to do when we do drop him on turn 4. We also got Parts Made Whole, a very useful way for us to trade away bad equipment from our hand in order to go digging for more answers. And it also has the added benefit of then putting a unit down that we can then equip, that we can then potentially swing with or block with. Very useful card overall. 2 copies of Riposte, just playing with the ratios here. Riposte is like the only way this deck has to kill bigger units. It's also a good way of potentially trading up if you do lose a little bit of tempo, so very powerful there. At the 5 mana mark, we have Golden Aegis. That's right, this has been nerfed as 5 mana now, but still just as strong as it was before. Being able to give an ally barrier and rally means that you can theoretically swing like 3 or 4 times in a single round if you have Vayne Tumbles in your deck as well. Very strong. And finally, at the 6 mana mark, we have Bloodcursed Harpy as our curve topper. Just phenomenally powerful unit. This unit just runs away with games. It trades out aggressively. It does a lot of damage. If I can get quick attack or overwhelm on it, the game ends in very short order. Phenomenally powerful card. And that's the deck. It's pretty low to the ground. It's pretty aggressive. We're just going to be trying to run some people over, so we'll see how that goes. up against Synapse in game number 1, playing Aatrox Vayne. Now, I'm expecting to see a lot of Worlds decks. This was a Worlds deck playing the Aatrox with the Vayne. Probably going to be playing a lot of Darkin in order to just try to blow me up, but ideally, the game will never get that far. I'm looking to be very aggressive. I probably should mulligan away the second Fireth as well, and into the Darkin Aegis as well here, so totally fine. And sure, we'll take the Fix'em 500 just to get it in rotation already. And this is also going to just be a lot of damage, which they don't even have a blocker, so nothing to be worried about. But hey, that works. So we can go Hookmaster on this turn just to see what we can find. Durand Sculptor is an interesting one. Unfortunately, I don't think I actually can, because Fish-a-Whack is going to do me enough work, so he shouldn't want to swing into this. But he will, and honestly, if he's got a combat trick, he does not. That's totally fine. I'm down to take this trade. The Sculptor is way more efficient for this guy in his than the Hookmaster is for me. So let's go Elkin. We can then play Fireth, and ideally we can find. We couldn't find it. That's fine. So we'll combat reel here. And now the advantage here is we do have catch, so we can actually put something, if they try to block the Elkin, we can actually put something on the Elkin at instant speed. He's not going to go for it. Let me do some math here real quick. This is giving +2. This only gives +2. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. Oh, I can't do math. I could have just used this for the +1/+1. Oh, well, that's fine. I don't have Fish Fight. I gotta remember, Fish-a-Whack is not Fish Fight. That's very important to note. This is also like a really bad hand. I have not hit much in the way of anything here. Petricite Charger. That's a weird one. I don't really know why that guy's here, but sure. So he shouldn't have mana for the Tumble, and he's just gonna pass back. All right, that's fine by me. Now, we could go for the Jax here and just try to get in for a lot of damage. The other thing we can do, and this is relevant because of Petricite Charger having 4 health, is we could just play out Joral and challenge and kill the Vayne. That doesn't feel too bad, honestly. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play out the Joral. The funny thing about this deck is I don't think I really have anything that Petricite Charger is good against. I know I have the fish fights, which theoretically would be relevant, but like otherwise, I'm not that worried about this card. I don't really know why he's here. Okay, opponent's thinking. We do have the ability to slap like quick attack on Joral as well and allow him to just like kill things outright without having to actually go to combat with it. Cataclysm is fine. So he's just trying to remove Joral before he can take out the Vayne. But now what we can do is we can... well, hold on. Because this isn't going to give him any extra health. So yeah, we're just going to give him +1/+1. So that way he automatically survives here unless my opponent also has something else. Shield of Durand, bringing it up to 7 health. So now we're just looking to trade. So we're going to equip him. We're going to give him the combat reel. And now we're still trading out. Which this is fine, honestly. I don't really feel like I'm losing that much of anything. Like, I'm still able to get in for damage here. And he wasted a lot of cards. Okay, into the Elkin of his own. That's fine. I've even got the backup Joral here as well. So, totally fine by me. Into the second Jax. Now, this is relevant because of Jax's champion spell. Counter-Strike is, like, really strong if you can play it. So, I think the best play here is to just run out the Jax. He has the attack token. What? I don't really get... Oh, so that way he can swing with Darkin Spear twice. That's neat. That's cheeky. So that way his next unit is going to be really big. Oh, I didn't realize Jax had already leveled up. I guess when you have a single equipped unit strike for like 7 damage, he does flip pretty quick here. So he should be able to do a lot of work for me here, and unless the Elkin, even if my opponent's got a combat trick, like I have the Jax's counter strike for it. Okay, the Harp onto Vayne. So I'm assuming this is just going to be a wide swing. No, he's just going to swing with a Vayne. That is a dead Vayne, my dude. Yeah, so actually this is better than I could have expected. He should have. I don't know why he didn't swing with the Elkin again. So, okay, cool. That's the free dead Vayne. That works for me. Let's go ahead and slap the Fix 'em 5000 onto the Elkin here, and I think we can just go for like a big attack on the next round. A Vayne off the top would actually be massive. If I hit a Vayne off the top, that's really good for me. Fish fight. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, no, it's a one-sided fight. Right, yeah. That's a little unfortunate. Nothing I can do about it, though. We do have the Joral in hand as well, so we can just play up right on time as if I planned it. Into the Harpy. This is going to be pretty backbreaking unless he has an answer for it, like, immediately. Which, yeah, no, he knew there was nothing he's going to do against the Harpy and the Jax there as well. So, hey, game 1 in the bag, not bad. Nice to beat the enemy Vayne player, and we'll see how game 2 goes. Going into game 2, playing against Smoit212, playing the Ryze deck. Now, I've seen a couple of different variations on this deck over the last couple of days. It's never worked. I've never lost to the, like, Ryze World Rune alt win condition. That doesn't mean it's bad necessarily. I've just never lost to it. I feel like a lot of people, they play like a lot of cards that let them like draw through their deck and stuff, and it never really works. Okay, Forsaken Bakai. He is using Shurima as his region of choice. I'm just taking 2 on this turn. That's fine though. So he is using Shurima, so there are some combat tricks and things he could be playing to just give me a bad time. So I do need to be a little careful about swinging in with the Jax, but he doesn't have mana for Quicksand, which is, I think, the only one I'm worried about, because even 1 damage quick attack is going to kill a Bakai. So he's just going to go with the Delve in the Past. That's the one that's going to let him get the World Rune. So it feels weird that you would play this before I go to combat, not like a main phase 2 thing, but you're just going to take 3 here. We can even curve into the Vayne on the next turn and get going on the cost reduction for the tumbles. Wolfdog as well. I do love that. And this is the one that gives you, yeah, this is the one that gives the Rune Prisons. But we're into the Vayne. And he's got a Treasure Seeker as well. So I'm not expecting an attack here. I think he's just trying to play things a little safe. Parts Made Whole off the top isn't that powerful. I think, honestly, we can just kind of go to attacks here. See what he wants to try and trade out with, because we are saving. Well, I guess we don't really have any combat tricks, and we're gonna just stun the Vayne. That's fine, honestly. The funny thing is, stuns don't really do anything about tumble. You can still tumble a unit that's been stunned to get it to attack for free. Well, I guess technically not for free. I kind of just want to keep the pressure on. No, I wonder if it's worth it playing the tumble. I don't think it is, actually. Let's just go Combat Cook here. None of these are particularly potent, but we'll Pot of Pain regardless, just to make him really thick and able to get in for some damage no matter what happens because of impact. And so now, I was hoping for an upcycled Rake. Okay, so the Ryze is going to give him more Delves into the Past. So can we get the Rake? We can't get the Rake. That's fine. Because we can still do something. Okay, he's predicting. He's trying to find those Delves in the Past. He's only at 1 World Rune currently, plus the Waking Sands in hand. I don't need to give him an equipment. Let's just go ahead and have him swing in, just to give us another attack on my opponent's turn, and then I can theoretically attack and then tumble attack to get the Vayne flip on the next turn. And he doesn't really have any good blocks into this. Yeah, you're going to lose the unit always. Yeah, Ryze does not want to swing, so I think we just kind of like send in the big open attack on this round. I don't have any... I gotta remember, I don't have any combat tricks for the Jax, but I'm hoping he like doesn't want to block. He's gonna block the Vayne. This theoretically means he's got some kind of combat trick, because I don't think he would just declare a block with the Ryze. He needs the Ryze. In order to get the win condition, you do have to attack with the Ryze with 5 World Runes down. So the Ryze does have to live. It is a little important. Oh, okay, those careful preparations. That was kind of a weird way in which that animated, but sure. And into the Delve into the Past for another World Rune here. This is number 2. Which I'm not that worried about because he can't play it right now. Okay, cool. So we're in for a lot of damage. We get the Jax flip. Now, his effect doesn't trigger if he's already attacking. It has to be as you click the confirm button that he's already flipped. But we're in for a bunch of damage here. That's the important part. Shard of Hope. This is... Oh, this heals Ryzes. That's fine. I don't need you to have anything equipped. We just tumble you in. This should give me the Vayne flip. Tangentially related. I'm very happy they use the Sentinels of Light Vayne design and not her, like, sexy catsuit design that she's actually got in League of Legends. Like, this design is just way, 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 way cooler. He has to block with the Ryze. He's dead otherwise. And he's dead on the next turn because I'm gonna get another Vault in hand and another Tumble in hand and just send the Jax back in, and I don't think he can survive that. Oh, we've even got the Vayne's Condemned too. A drum solo for cards. Okay, he's searching, he's hunting, but I think this is the game, unless you've got, okay, you're going to go get your third world rune. That's not nearly enough. I think, does he have he does have the rune prison, actually. So he does have a bit of a way to keep himself alive here, plus he's going to heal up a little bit, but that's, like, fine. We're just going to force actually, is this 2 mana? This is 1 mana, okay, yeah. So he's totally fine on that. He's actually lucky he got the Shard of Reverence, otherwise he wouldn't have had the mana for Rune Prison. Yeah, so this is the Rune Prison, but that's fine because we're getting it out of his hand, and we just, like, go for the big open attack on the next turn. Okay, into a Chronomancer. What we could probably do here... I don't want to, like, say this game's in the bag, but we can Joral out. We can fish fight one of his guys to death. Then we can just, like, re-equip on the next round and then just, like, go to combat. He's got the Awakening Sands, but it shouldn't deal with an open attack. But he's thinking, what has he got for 1 mana? Like, oh, he could be playing Scrying Sands, Shifting Sands, something like that. The -2/-0 and Predict, which would be like fine, right? Okay, you keep the guy alive, but I don't think there's that much you do. Maybe this is like assault timer, where you're like, no, like, okay, no, it's not the assault timer. He was thinking about doing something, but we're just gonna kill the guy. Okay, yeah. We put the pot back on him. I don't think there's any reason to put it on the Vayne. And, like, we just go to combat, right? Like, the game is over now, short of you having something crazy good. Except it's also going to cost you 2 more mana because of Joral, so even, like, Spirit Fire doesn't save you here. Okay, Quicksand, yeah, fine. Delve into the past. Yeah, you'll get that 4th world. Why is he playing it during combat? And this is kind of what I'm saying about the Ryze deck. It feels like the player sits there and, like, it goes through their deck, like, drawing cards and, like, playing cards to draw more cards and predict more, and, like, nothing happens. They don't play any units. The Ryze comes down for no reason, and then they just, like, lose the game off of that. So I don't know. I don't get it. I haven't tried to build it yet myself, so maybe it's not that easy a deck to build or pilot. But either way, game 2 in the bag. Let's go on in game 3. Here we are for game 3 against Openness, who's playing Renekton Gwen. That's an interesting mix. I know Gwen saw some play at Worlds. I don't think Renekton did, though. This hand seems perfectly fine. We can Elkin turn 1, Jax turn 2, Wolfdog even to come down afterwards. I quite like this. I think this is well, that is a pretty good top deck. That is a pretty good top deck. Yeah, because he just wants this guy to die. So unless he goes straight to combat, though, I can play the Jax and get the well, that's frustrating. But we can block at least one of them. Yeah, he's gonna do this. I can't even block that. Oh yeah, Fearsome. This dude is nuts, by the way. Phantom Butler, absolutely nuts. Just that, like, 3-1 for 2 with Fearsome, and you want him to die. Like, it's really hard to deal with that. Let's just go to attacks here and see if he's got anything he wants to try and do. Yeah, you know, let's try to keep him alive. Worst case scenario, like, he's got a combat trick and kills him anyways, and then I can Wolfdog. He does not have a combat trick. Cool. But, like, these guys are, like, guys he wants to die anyways. Ooh, okay. That's fine, though, because we already have the answer for it, which is the fish fight. Yeah, the stick goes back into my hand, but I can just play it on Jax in the next turn. And it does keep the Jax alive, at least for the moment. Potentially, I can even drop the Aegis on him if I absolutely need to keep him alive. Oh, no. I might have played the Aegis or I might have played that fish fight too early. I don't know that I had an answer to it, though. I think the Jax was dead either way. Yeah, okay, so let's just go for the tempo play here. Jax is at least... Oh my god, he's very large. Ah, I understand what this deck's game plan is now. But, hey, we're Wolfdogging. This is actually, like, kind of a nutty play here with all these Wolfdogs coming down for 1 mana, loading up on equipment. We can even play out the Joral on the next turn here and try to challenge and kill the Renekton. Like, this actually is kind of cracked, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be in for a lot of damage, barring, like some kind of combat trick here. Especially because Joral is going to prevent him from... make it harder for him to play combat tricks. Okay, he's going to glimpse that guy for 4 mana! And we're killing the Renekton! We're, like, really back on cards in hand, but we're up on cards on board, so hey, that's something. Sadly, Wolfdog's cost reduction only works on that round. Harpy off the top would be huge. Opulent Foyer. I have never seen this card. Summoner gains the attack token instead of a Ghastly Band. Okay, that seems fine. I'm not that worried. He hasn't curved into the Gwen yet either, so that's some small comfort. Okay. Trying to kill the poor Wolfdog. Oh, well, he's very large now. Let's Riposte because this is just for the tempo play. I'm literally, like, just trying to, like, not die here. 16, we can get in for 10. I'm a little tiny bit short of lethal on this push here. Harpy off the top. Catch is, like, the worst top deck I have. Oh, well. Yeah, we're in for a bunch. Another Foyer kind of sucks for me. I'm just hard casting Wolfdog at this point because I have nothing else going on for me. And there's the Gwen. I think that is the game. I don't know that I have an answer for the Gwen. How much... He's got 5 Halloweds, plus he's going to swing with all these dudes. Plus he's got... Yeah, the game is over now, but let's find out what Hookmaster would have given me. Cool, a Pot of Pain. I love this for me. Can I even live this? No, because this is literally lethal. The Renekton alone punching me with Overwhelm is lethal. Oh, but we got to sit through his level up animation first, guys. We got to be polite. Hold on. It's a good level up animation. Like, admittedly, it is a cool level up animation. Oh, hold on. We also got to sit through the Gwen level up animation here. Hold on. Again, admittedly, it's a good one. It does feel weird to me, though, that we still have to wait for all this. Yeah, well, you know, when we hit all of the low to the ground stuff, and we don't have the Jax's Counter-Strike for the Renekton swing, and some things that didn't work quite well, but hey, that's how it goes. Let's go ahead and do a game 4. I'm having fun. And going in for game 4 against Fridge of Justice, playing Yi Sin Ryze stuff. I don't like. I can see a little bit of what the like thrust of this deck is supposed to be. You like play a lot of spells, drawing into your world runes, which then has tangential benefits with Master Yi and with Yi Sin. Yeah, there he is, Stein Disciple, always coming down turn 1 in these decks, but nothing I can do about that. That's fine. Even if I had a 1-drop, he's elusive, right? So, but we can curve into the Jax in the next turn. We've got the mana for catch, so if my opponent has something sneaky, we should be able to at least maybe slightly deal with it. How much does Shimon win? It is 2 mana. But he'll Eyes of the Dragon instead. So this is absolutely like not a block here, right? Like there's never a chance you block with this unit. Yeah, it works for me. So we can now go Hookmaster fishing for the upcycled Rake. We've got a Wolfdog here too. So maybe we even want to like hold off on anything until after. Well, he's just swinging with the monkey, so that's fine. Hookmaster, there's the Rake. The stats aren't great, but the ability to have Scout is really good, and that's why I'm looking for it, because I just want the Rake at some point. Like, I don't care about the Hookmaster's life, personally, sorry, but I do care about having the Rake in hand. And Pranks. pranks my detested. Okay, we are going to get the flow trigger. We have drawn all 3 of our Bloodcursed Harpies. Love that for us. But hey, Combat Cook, he's going to be a pretty big bungus here. Can ideally try to make a big push. Prank me, I dare you. Yeah, I bet you want to prank my Bloodcursed Harpy. Little do you know, I have 3 others in hand. Actually, I think he pranked. Yeah, he pranked the catch. Okay, that's fine. It kind of sucks because that's my combat trick. That's actually like a relevant card for me to play. Ooh, I can't actually swing Jax into the Ryze. He's so thick. Cool. He's not getting the lifesteal proc though, so we're just removing that stupid guy. And we can drop the Harpy on the next round. One of the Harpies. It'll be the one he knows about because I don't want to let him know that I've got a lot of other Harpies in hand. And delve into the past? Yep. Okay, so we're digging. We are going for the World Runes. So I don't know if he's playing Ryze as just like an engine for the World Runes because they give you like valuable things. Yeah, like right. So like, cool. You get 2 spell mana back per turn with like Shard of Reverence. That seems decent, honestly. I think I just hardcast Wolfdog. That's fine. Shimon Wind. This is the only card I'm ever going to take damage from, but you know that's fine. I can't do anything about it. Without fish fight at least or something, right? But that's totally fine. And Jax, we need a little bit more damage. But we're into the Harpy with no equipment, unfortunately. That does suck a little bit. But, like, how bad could it be? I've got the catch in hand. Okay, Devil in the Past, probably this will be the one that gives you the rune prisons. And yeah, this is the one with the rune prisons. That's fine. So we're going to do this. I know the Upcycled Rake has, like, negative synergy with the Bloodcursed Harpy, but, like, I just want equipment to keep the Bloodcursed Harpy alive, right? Totally fine. Totally fine to lose you, too. Because now I can go back to combat here. Did I do math? I did do math. Okay, we're good. So I can catch the Jax, and then what's going to happen is once the Combat Cook strikes, Jax flips. And then Jax will be big enough to kill the Ryze without dying himself. Wuju style gives him +2/+... Oh, he's just playing it for the then extra health. That's a little unfortunate, actually. I would have been fine with a trade. Not trading here kind of sucks. The one advantage is I do keep the Light of Acacia, and Quick Attack and Overwhelm in one package is really, really sexy for the Harpy. Speaking of which, honestly, I have seen Vayne, like, once this entire playthrough. You guys notice that? Like, not that, like, I need the Vayne or anything, but, like, I would like the Vayne. I think she really helps the deck tick. We've seen her once. So do we just, like, play another Harpy? I think we do, right? We just, like, drop the... Okay, Shimon Wind, sure. Get your guy, go through the deck. How many cards has he even drawn? 36 cards. I guess he keeps putting stuff in back of the deck, right? Let's just try and not take damage. And now we can Harpy with the Light of Acacia. So she's got the damage protection as well here. He's got to find another World Rune to get that second Rune Prison, because otherwise the Harpies are gonna end the game really efficiently. Legitimately, I think what I do here is I play Fireth just to go fishing for more equipment and, like, let her die. Like I know she's dead. Oh, Yi Sin. He's already done his combat, though, so he can't kick the Harpies into my face, killing me instantly. Pan of Pain, I guess. That'll work. That's fine. Die for me. But she's still talking after she died. Science can't explain that. Parts made whole. Okay, that is a big one. We're into the third and final Harpy. So we're just going for, like, a really big scout attack and hoping it does a lot for us. The Trinket Trade for an Otterpuss. And you're just going to try and get the Yi Sin. Oh, okay. You're going to go find probably a Gravitum. Yeah, Yi Sin's got the barrier now, which is fine. Gravitum to stun, yeah, the really big one. which is, like, fine. Because we can at least get the barrier off Yi Sin. He can kill one of the Harpies for free. There's nothing I can do about that. But, like, you're still going to take a lot of damage. And we get the barrier. That can only trigger once per turn. So, like, the other Harpies, I can then swing with the rest of the crowd here. Oh, Sheeman Wind! He's back again! That card does actually seem kind of crazy, not gonna lie. And honestly, this is fine if the Yi Sin blocks the combat cook, because we get in for a bunch of damage on him, specifically, and then we have the quick attack in hand to put on another unit. Okay, he's just going to try and chump. Vayne off the top would be massive. Like, absolutely massive, I can't overstate that. Because then I would immediately be able to go to combat with the tumble with one of the Harpies, and then scout, and it would be, like, huge. We're not going to see it, unfortunately. That's... that kind of sucks. Okay, so we probably actually, Parts Made Whole, pitching the Upcycled Rake to try and go digging for, like, a champion. Like, please. I just need one champion. Delve into the past for another World Rune. Challenger Yi Sin. Deal 2 to the weakest, so this guy is just dead. Oh, and the Ryze level up. That's right. It's actually a really cool animation, honestly. I like dig the story that like all of these are like telling. I really do. Let's yeah, let's just pitch this. Fish fight. Oh, that's huge. It's not as big as I would have liked it to be, but it does help. It does definitely help. So this is fine. Kill my Wolfdog. Whatever. Oh, why? And then it had to make that like cutesy yelping noise, and now I feel bad about saying you can kill my Wolfdog. So does the Yi Sin, because if the Yi Sin goes to combat, I think he hits the unit and I don't hit him, and therefore the barrier doesn't go away. Okay, he's just doing this for the barrier proc on Yi Sin, so he can attack for free, so he can heal himself for 4, which is unfortunate. Does he want to attack? That sort of is the million-dollar question here. Okay, we're just playing more spells. We're just going for more spells here. Okay, so yeah, this kicks him, and if he survives it, he goes back to hand. I don't know if this works the way I want it to, but I wanna find out, because he doesn't die, right? So he comes back to hand, so actually I get to keep the equipment, and I get to replay him for more fun and profit. So that's funny. Yeah, but Yi Sin keeps his barrier, unfortunately. So he's like immortal. I don't think I can actually kill him. So I think the play at this point is try to swing around my opponent. Oh, Yi is down. Okay, he's got all 3 champions and 3 world runes. Neato burrito. We're just going for broke here. I don't care if you can block or not. So, unless he's sitting on another Gifts from Beyond, that's not a great top deck, but we'll cook, we'll fish-a-whack, and, yeah, oh, not you. There we go. Scouting in. You have to block with somebody. One of your champions has to sacrifice. Well, I guess technically no, because you've got the Rune Prison, right? Yeah. So the question is, which one do you want to... I mean, I'm assuming you want to stop the one that's got Overwhelm from attacking. And a second... Oh, okay, for the, probably Flash Frost. Alright, and that's Yi Sin Barrier. Oh, I don't even strike. I would love to get that barrier off so then I can actually do something, but I don't think I can. I could... Parts Made Whole, and I still have... Yeah, okay. I don't think I actually keep the guy. Golden Aegis off the top. That's not bad. That is not bad. And at least the Harpy lives, right? I just want him to block with the Yi Sin. I literally... Yes! Yes! He's blocking with the Yi Sin! As I just need the barrier to go away. I literally just need the barrier to go away. He's on mana for deny, so, like, maybe I'm still getting jebaited or something, but, like, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to try. Heal Nexus 4 and grant all allies and equipment in the deck? That seems nuts! Alright, but he's out of mana. He did burn himself out of mana. The Yi Sin is dead. We did it! Alright, excellent news. Okay. He could theoretically, if he's got 2 World Runes or 2 Delves in the past, I think I just lose the game. Okay, well there's number 4. He would have to obliterate his own Master Yi, which is hilarious, but like... Okay, draw 1. I like, can't actually do anything about the Yi. Okay, 2 damage, you kill my guy, that's fine. Golden Aegis. Oh, he's got deny mana. I didn't think that through. He does have deny mana. Like, but like, he's thinking about it. So does he not, like you would just windmill slam the deny if you had it, right? Like, you wouldn't even think twice. You see Golden Aegis, you just deny it. So the question is, does he have something else he wants to try to do? He's going to let me do it. Okay, well, we are in. We have scouted. He's got the Rune Prison. Yeah, that's right. Okay, he can do that. What the hell is this? Recall a unit or landmark, destroy any attach... Well, it doesn't have any attachments, fortunately. That's actually kind of bad for my long-term survivability, though. I can't block. I actually can't block. Oh, no. Well, we're not dead. Yet. I've seen this animation like twice. No one is playing Master Yi. I don't know if it's because he's bad or if I just haven't played enough recently, but it's fine. Okay, Combat Cook. I was hoping for the quick attack. That's fine though. Let's go. We can get him down to 1. We can't kill him though. I should have done the math probably before I attacked, but yeah, this is fine for him because he actually just wants to get the 5th World Rune, right? Oh, he's got a Spirit's Refuge. Well, that's a lot of health back. Oof. That's fine, though, because we have another Harpy. He's got another Rune Prison, which is, like, unfortunate. But we can replay the Harpy. We can put the Light of Acacia back on it. How many cards? I have half the deck still to go. I've seen 1 champion card this entire time. This dude is swimming in champions over here. I'm dead! Who main decks that? Well, unfortunate. I mean, we didn't lose to the World Runes. You know what? I didn't lose to World Runes, and I saw like 1 champion in 20 cards. I think that's fine for a game that I lose. So 50-50 on the day, like, I'll take it. Like, I think the Vayne Jax deck is like fine. I don't think it's anything particularly special. It's just been fun to play. So so I'll take a 500, 50-50 win rate. That's totally fine. So anyways, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the deck down in the comment section below. If there's anything I can do to improve it or any obvious misplays you spotted, let me know all that in the comments. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you enjoyed the video today, go ahead and leave it a like. And if you really enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I upload a video every Monday, Friday, and on patch days as well. Once again, thank you guys so very much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll talk to you all later.